New Atlantis.
What? No Barrett? Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again?
Your memory is uncanny.
Oh, we got a friend of the old guy.
And he's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship. And you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Ah, cool, we got a little ship salesman.
I would try the viewport. It'll be on your left once you get into the plaza.
We might be able to get some new crew. Where can I go to sell some things?
The Trade Authority runs a vending kiosk next to my booth. It's just off to the side, near the ramp. Besides that, Jemison Mercantile is your closest shop if you're looking for a bit of everything. That's further in, past the security checkpoint.
Alright, I head there right now.
Here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
A couple things to sell, not too much right now. Just early pickups.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on the United Colonies Research Facility will not go unanswered.
Some kind of warring faction.
New assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes
Oh, that's awesome. We can just listen in on other people's conversations. Oh, I could probably go up and talk to him and be like, hey, you guys need help in the war efforts? Can I go in here? Oh, this is security. I don't want to. Okay. No, no. Get back. Get back. Get back. We're going to get arrested, Vasco. You're going to get me killed. Oh, thank God. Where is that little store at? New officers. Security office. Oh, okay. Not what I wanted to go into. Not sure what I can even do in here. Okay, yep, that's stealing. Probably don't want to do that in security. Let's see what he's got to say.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues.
Job, tell me about it.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave, Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
Yeah, sure, I could do a little side gig. Just tell me what to do.
Well, first things first, I have to ask. Do you have any security experience at all?
I've shot. Yeah, oh, totally. I was head of security for like 8 years.
Oh, yeah? And I'm the CEO of Galbank. Look, I can appreciate a wise ass, but if I catch you lying for real, we're going to have a problem.
Well, he caught on pretty quick.
I think I've heard all I need.
Thought I had persuasion, but not
Your
much.
first assignment couldn't be easier.
He's like, "Oh, you're hired anyway.
And check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
You mentioned Angus? Anguise? Who are they?
Aegis? They're
Aegis.
basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works.
Fair enough. Why am I bringing this package here and not Angus?
Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business.
Alright, that's
Let
enough.
me know if you have any questions.
Guess I have another side quest. Probably just equipped it if I need to. Wow, what a city. And to think I could probably go up in all those buildings too. You know. Wouldn't see why not. They've been working on this game for what, 10 years. Ooh. Terra Brew Coffee. Let's see what
Although
Terra
I have
Brew
attempted
Coffee
an
has.
analysis several times, I simply cannot quantify humans' addiction to caffeine.
I guess it hasn't changed, has it?
Yeah, sorry. Sure. Yes. What?
Okay, you don't want to talk?
By the...
Oh, it just says citizen. Guess they don't talk much, do they? Hey, you work here?
And welcome to Terra Brew. How may I serve you?
Surprised it's all not self-serve.
Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. What can I get you?
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terra Brew offers is my favorite.
Everything on the menu is my favorite. Okay, I guess I'd like to place an order.
Certainly. Please take your time.
Take my... What do you guys... Oh, it's just aid stuff. So, okay. Cappuccino. How much value do they get? 3 health, 3 health. Oh. That's all... That's lame. None of that's any good. Getting out of here. Okay, she don't even say thanks for coming. She just walks away. Beautiful. Yeah, there's a guy sitting over here. Anybody of these talk? Or they're all just... Oh, wow, that's... He's actually got a full name.
Here one moment, gone
Okay.
the next. I tell you, you must cherish everything and everyone while they're here. You never know when you may lose them.
Takes time to grieve. Your loss will get easier with time.
I hope you're right. You see, I lost something invaluable. Lost it in a bet, if you must know. It was one of my most prized items in my collection. It was a gem. Priceless, no doubt. And its beauty was blinding. Life seems a little less bright without it. That scoundrel George St. George has it in his possession now. And knowing that fills me with such envy and anger.
Envy. Well, I mean, it sounds like you lost it fair and square. Try to move on. I don't like that as a response. This guy seemed pretty decent. Well, if you miss it so badly, there has to be a way to get it back, right?
I agree. I think I know just the thing. St. George, like myself, is a collector of trinkets and relics from Earth. I have in my possession a plate that I'm sure he won't be able to live without.
Ah, there you go. Make a
Would
trade.
you be my hero and go exchange the plate for the jewel? I'm sure it will work.
Why does he want me to do it? Wait, why can't you do it yourself?
Oh, God, no. I could never face him myself. I'd be sick just at the sight of him. St. George would never give the gem back if I went myself. He would gain a smug satisfaction from declining the offer.
Alright, little bunch of fucking babies, but okay, I guess I'll make the exchange for you.
Fantastic! Here's the plate. Come back to me when you have the gem, and please don't drop it. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Guillaume, by the way. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Professional enough. This gem must mean a lot to you.
It does. It was the first item I ever collected. The start of it all. I received that gem when I was a young man. To know that I foolishly wagered it, threw it away. Well, I won't make that mistake again.
Yeah, okay, that's a good question. What if George rejects the exchange? Are you sure the plate is enough?
I can assure you with near certainty he won't decline. As much as I hate to say it, St. George and I are cut from the same cloth. We both adore relics from Earth, no matter how large or monetarily valuable they are. They
I
are
might
a
just
piece
keep
of
the
human
plate
history,
myself.
And and that means a lot to us both. It pains me to part with the plate, but I happen to have a few others in my collection. If it means sacrificing one to get the gem back, I will.
Or I might keep the gem if I think it's cool. Are you from the area?
Yes, I have been blessed to call New Atlantis home. When I was a younger man, I would travel the settled systems with no home to call my own. I was a nomad, if you will. But out of all the places I've been, no place quite spoke to me like New Atlantis.
Are you a gambler by trade?
Ah, not by profession. I work out of the Valberg building. Gambling is a vice I've indulged since I was a young man. And I've amassed a great collection of trinkets and valuables from it. Alas, recently my luck has soured and my collection is dwindling by the day. But I can't stop, right? I can't just quit. Because what if my luck returns?
That's not how that works, buddy. You should probably stop now. Just give it up while you have a collection left. I guess the most important part of gambling is knowing when to quit when you're ahead.
A lesson I still have yet to learn, unfortunately. Thank you. I will try to take your advice to heart.
I hope, because you're about to be broke, man. What type of things do you collect?
I collect all sorts. Gems, novelties, old Earth trinkets. Anything and everything that has some sort of value, monetary or otherwise. One of my favorite possessions is a fork that was used on Earth. How amazing is that?
Fork?
You'd be amazed what people will wager in a bet. I've won and lost some truly breathtaking things. My collection, as it stands, is quite valuable and substantial. It used to be more so, but my bad string of luck lately has affected it.
Well, not much else to talk about. I guess we'll have to go get that gem. Classical Fallout music. It's beautiful.
Staring at trees.
It's the guy for the trade, huh?
Whatever it is, it can't be that
Thought we'd be
bad,
going to a
right?
fancier place than this.
You look like someone-
George St. George.
Can I help you with something, my friend?
Hey, what brings you to New Atlantis?
The usual things, I suppose. Fame, fortune, power. I'm only joking, of course. I've actually been fortunate to call New Atlantis home for many years. For a collector, like myself, I do believe there's no better place in all the settled systems. I've been charmed to make the acquaintance of many fellow old Earth enthusiasts here in New Atlantis. And that is why I continue to stay.
How old is Earth now? Like, everyone's like, oh, we got antique forks. What? What do you have an antique fork? You can't make a modern fork? It's just... What do you guys use now? Oh, we only do sporks here in the future. Yeah, that sounds great. What do you do?
Me? Why, to be frank, I don't do much. Not anymore, at least. And that suits me just fine. Yes. I now live to collect artifacts from Earth. You see, every artifact tells a story. Even spoons and forks, which most take for granted.
Just got like a little
People
German
laugh at me
accent
when they
going
say I
on there.
collect old Earth spoons. But think about it, friend. Spoons change the course of history. Can
What?
you imagine life without them?
Dude, can't you just like... I don't know, what is a spoon for? Soup? Can you just sip it out of a bowl? Well, it says he wants his gem back, but he'd like to exchange it for this plate. I thought we weren't supposed to tell him it was from him. He's just going to tell us no, right? Unless I got persuasion to do it.
Oh my. As in a plate from Earth? Absolutely. Without question. Here, take the gem. That Guillaume, if he wanted his gem back so badly, he could have simply asked. The gem is worthless, less than a paperweight. But actually, Earth paperweights are quite valuable.
What about Earth bobbleheads? You got any of those laying around? You know? Little boy kind of bobblehead? It seems like there's a lot of animosity between you and Guillemette.
Bah, I'm sure Guillaume makes it seem that way. In reality, it couldn't be further from the truth. Guillaume and I have known each other for years, since we were both young men. He is the closest thing I have to a brother.
Oh, this guy's much less petty.
And much like brothers, we quarrel. But that doesn't mean we don't like each other. I will say, however, Guillaume
wow, what a
can
cool
be
dude.
a tad overdramatic, as well as a sore loser. Don't tell him I said that.
Alright. I guess we can get out of here. Go give him that rock back.
Howdy.
Back to our friend.
Treasure
What are you eating here now?
when you have it.
Like a
Never
pork
know.
chop or something?
My colleague has an amazing relic in his possession. A spoon recovered from Earth. Ah, I'm so envious.
Didn't we just talk? You wanted a gem.
Ah, wonderful. I knew George would make the exchange. He could never resist foodware from Earth. You've done me a great service today, friend.
You got a
I'll
fork
be
right
sure
there.
to never take this gem for granted ever again. Thank you for bringing it back to me.
Well, I guess people do have little, like, tiny
Until
spoon
next time.
collections. It's not that wild, I guess. But they have, like, maybe that's the kind of fork or spoon he's talking about. Ah, well, let's get on to our main quest. So this is the
Water
mast?
Quite aesthetically pleasing. Or so
Exactly does
Barry
that
has
mean?
told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
Hydroelectric. Ooh, it's a little vegetation kind of park or something. Relaxing. Place feels so lived in. It's great.
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been.
So, what kind of group are we talking about here? What are they exactly? This place almost looks abandoned, but then again, it kind of
Here
fits
we
in with
are,
the rest of the
garage.
environment.
The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other
secret
members
watch.
of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Oh, okay, so they know we're coming.
Captain, everyone will be in
Double
the
door.
library, just inside. If
Double-
Barrett
double
were here,
door.
he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now.
We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care
Well,
to tell us
Sarah?
what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
It's great. I guess I'll have to explain everything. Pirates attacked.
I see.
Barrett asked me to deliver
Bosco,
this.
Verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just
I'm
typical.
with the robot. Why would he not
Barrett hands over our ship
realize?
and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we?
Oh, I wonder if there was a different group I could have taken the
Did anyone
artifact
see
to.
anything? Hear anything?
That could have been nice. Maybe a more sinister group. Maybe they're sinister. Oh, they don't seem like it. They seem too woke. Hey, there's a bright light and music.
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the
Now, who are you
greatest
other
mystery
three?
in the universe, Why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
Ultimate mystery?
Gentlemen, can we please
What are we trying to find out the reason for existence?
I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react.
Am I about to see some more trippy scenes?
We already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have.
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
Just dropping it on a heavy piece of metal on glass. What's inside of there, though?
Oh my God.
They're like magnets?
They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's
alright.
working between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves
Easy, girl. Breathe.
This proves we found God.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence.
How many more pieces do we need to get?
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting.
Oh, and this is going to be the map.
To take away from the
So, like, we can go to this universe now, but we could use the new map to extend?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
Yeah, I'm all in. Tell me what happens next.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together.
How big is our little gang?
And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
$8,000 credits. Thanks for the little head start, I suppose. Constellation guide. Permanently reduces fall damage by 5%. Oh, hell yeah. Skill bonus acquired. Man, you got any more of them skill bonuses lying around? I could use a couple. Pictures of like astronauts and plane pilots. I guess we should introduce ourselves before we start talking to the main lady, right?
Ever since I got here, this is
Noelle.
These
What do you have to
people are
talk
family.
about?
I hope it feels that way for you too. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
No problem, no problem. Thanks for the cash. Sarah said something about a place for me to stay. You guys got a little house for me?
Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library.
Oh, alright, so just go drag me around.
Quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
Well, this city's probably grown after decades, so I can only imagine. We got our own little bedroom, little apartment kind of thing. Need a key. Maybe Noelle will give us a key to one of the rooms. Oh wow, they got a little space ceiling going on. I dig it. Space darts. Ooh, yeah. Look at that.
So
Oh,
this
that's
is the
cool.
bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself, within reason, of course. Now
Within
let's see
reason.
about that room. You're in luck. We
Free
were
bar.
almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
One room left, you say? Kind of skull is that from? Hope it's not from this planet. Where are you taking? This place is a lot bigger than I thought it was. A lot of really cool paintings and stuff on the wall.
Okay,
Hats off to the creators of this. Add a bunch of little masterpieces in between.
So maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long.
Oh, you're already leaving?
Enjoy.
You got nothing else to say? Oh, alright. Just walk away. Try to talk. Well, Matt, let's see what you got to talking about.
Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological
Why you got this
scholar
funky
by trade,
hairnet on?
now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
These artifacts all came out of caves?
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially
That's a pretty big
the
paperweight.
greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
What brought you to Constellation?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
Okay, not much detail there, but okay, what do you make of the visions I saw?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett
Not the
saw
chosen one,
something.
huh?
I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but...
You just did.
You know, if the label fits.
Oh, man. If it meant something, I don't understand it. That's for sure.
Okay, that's alright. Maybe you weren't supposed to. Maybe it'll make sense later. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
It was like 2 seconds long. It's not even like I'm supposed to really even remember what I saw. Just flashing lights and bumping music. Alright, where's that old looking rich dude? Of course I'd find you chilling around here at the bar. What are you up to, Walter?
I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
You gotta turn around and even look me in the eyes? Man, what an asshole. Man, I've been called worse, I
Still
guess.
doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
Well, watch out for the grumpiness in the future. I hope the drinks are at least free.
Yes, well, a stocked bar is a treat I think Constellation can afford. For now. But if you clean us out, you're on your own. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
So as long as I don't take all of the liquor, which is very expensive liquor, theoretically he should keep restocking it, and I can get a couple thousand every time I come back to this planet. That could be useful. I'll have to test that theory out a little bit later. What's your role in Constellation?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Moore or the smart
greedy capitalist has a heart.
I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Do you think the visions had any meaning?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
Oh yeah, totally, all the time. Yep, non-stop party in my head.
Well, clearly the sarcasm center of your brain is intact. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
Yeah, what kind of company is Stroud Uckland?
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days.
So it looks like we need to get you into the big leagues. This isn't where I'd expect to find a CEO.
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the lodge home as much as anywhere else.
Well, I guess that's all the talking options he's got for us. Oh, bye. Hello. What do you got to talking, Sarah?
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
Oh, is there something else? No, get settled. What is Constellation? What is Constellation? What do you do?
We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
How well known is Constellation? Yeah, are we secret or are we like... It seems like we're pretty well known.
But I can imagine.
A
First
big
of all,
building.
I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
I guess, but you really didn't tell me much, did you? Okay, what do you know about the artifacts?
Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do.
Alright, I guess I'm ready.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert.
Detective gig. Ooh,
That means
alright.
people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
Legacy never pays. The UC. The UC Vanguard.
A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to.
Other people have artifacts, so we know about more
We
artifacts.
have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together.
So we're just a group of people trying to understand the unknown of the universe. That seems neat. Good chance to learn more about the United Colonies.
Jumping to anthropology on me already? Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Got it. You and me until we get that artifact.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
They have their own conscience. Why are you looking at me like that? Quit your, angry squinting. I mean, sounds reckless. Understood. Whatever. I don't fucking care.
Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
I am at your service.
See, we have a diverse morality here. That's all that really matters. Well, off to our detective job.